Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. This video is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Love messages, whether you are single or in a couple. All right, general love messages. Let's go. Cancer. Okay, Spirit is giving me this song. It's shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. I don't know why. Well, I think they say it's a celebration after that. It's a celebration. All right. Wait, or is that a different song? I don't know. Either way, it sounds very funky. All right. Okay, we got Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're saying like hallelujah. Okay. One more. Okay, I'm smiling. There's very high, excited, happy energy here. All right, let's see. We got the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Devil. Okay. Let's go ahead right away and clarify this Devil. All right, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, so you have beaten something, like you have overcome something. Let's clarify this Devil again. Speak up. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, let's clarify the rest of it too. Well, let me start saying what I see. So immediately, Cancer, we got a good card for you at the back of the deck. We've got the Empress here. The Empress is very much like coming into herself, her energy, her full power, and just like this nurturing, beautiful. So I do feel like you could be, I guess, like beautifying yourself or being more intentional about your skincare or how you're showing up in the world. You know, the interactions that you're having, that they're more pleasant. So definitely the Empress is coming through. You could also be a parent or be interacting with people in a parenting way. And I don't mean that of like, just take it how it resonates. But yeah, you could just be, people are perceiving you as having a, I guess, like a gentle authority as like a parent. I don't know. Okay, but we also have Ace of Pentacles and we have Ace of Swords. So we've got two starts here. And I remember, I felt like you were saying hallelujah, or at least feeling it. So I do feel like you could be at the start of a relationship. Yeah. Ace of Swords is beginning communication. Ace of Pentacles is also foundation for a relationship. And then we have the Devil right after that. So I do feel like you are breaking a habit with this relationship or connection, whether you're currently in it or whether it's coming towards you, or considering interact with this person. But I feel like you're in the beginning stages of a relationship. You could also be clearing energy from a past one, like just having the opportunity to share thoughts, and form a connection that wasn't there before. So I do see, you know, a new start in some capacity with another individual. And with this Devil, I feel like you're entering a relationship that allows you to be in this Empress energy. So I feel like you have Empress qualities. No matter your gender, you have Empress qualities that I described earlier. And whatever partner you are forming a connection with, they admire that and could be a compliment to that. We do also have Six of Cups, so this does confirm that this could be a past person that you're like clearing energy with, like, having closure and opening up another door for possibility. Normally, Judgment confirms that, but we have Six of Cups here, so this could be a past person that you were thinking about or that has been thinking of you that you could open communication with. We have Ace of Swords to say that. And then we have Knight of Swords, so incoming communication. So it could be that whoever this Knight of Swords energy is, the person who's more likely to open up dialogue, could be, honestly, this person could be a little bit more impulsive to where they don't think about what they say before they say it. So if that resonates with you and another person, whoever that person is, it seems like they would be more likely to initiate the dialogue. And I do also, Hangman is here, so this could also indicate that for those of you who this is a past person, it could be that there's been some time in between you guys. We have the number 12 here, so it could have been like from 12 weeks to a year that you haven't spoken to them, and then they just kind of come out of the woodworks. So that's for, people who a past person is coming in. Let's see. But ultimately, I see communication that is new. And I feel like it's an opportunity for you to share honestly. And I'm being drawn to this. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and me saying share honestly. So I feel like maybe in the past, with this Devil card, that you might not have been able to be yourself fully in past relationships. But I feel like you're able to be, like I said, with this Empress, a little bit more authentic and lean more into who you are, or be a little bit more free in this relationship or upcoming relationship, especially with this card here. So I do feel like this new person coming in, or whether they're a past person, they could have a new perspective to where they're able to value what you're saying and what you do. I feel like a previous person didn't appreciate that. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh. Okay, we got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Okay, so you could honestly be feeling more of like a spiritual tie with this person. You could, like, it could be easy to talk to them. Like conversation might flows. It could also be where, like, if you're more of a quieter type of person, then they're a great listener. Or if, or not that. What I'm saying is, if you're more of a quieter person, then they could be somebody who comes up with conversation easily, so you're able to go back and forth easier. Or if you're a person who likes to talk and initiate and stuff like that, then they could be a great listener. So what I'm saying is, with this, it's all coming together, Soul Tribe, this card right here, that you could be interacting with somebody that kind of complements your energy, essentially, especially as the Empress. Okay. And then also with Six of Cups, we got, like, that past reminiscent energy. So this could be somebody who is a friend to you that you're actually, having conversation or thoughts about taking in a different direction, where, you or them might not want to be friends anymore. You want to be more than friends, or just kind of see where it goes. It could be that this person has been around for your past relationships and have been able to see or know about, hear about, what went wrong. They could have just, you know, they could have been somebody that you talked to about your relationships and stuff, or um, somebody that knows how you grew up, or it just feels like somebody that knows things about you, knows you a little bit more intimately. So, like I said, yeah, they could be a friend that, wants to open the door to something more as well. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yep, that just confirms what I just said. But it also confirms your growth as a person, where you're able to just be a little bit more authentic in this relationship without it being like suppressed. Okay. Let's do one more card. Well, from this deck. I do feel like your family or their family could be rooting for this relationship, or you have friends in the same circle who are like, oh yeah, you should go for it, that type of thing. Because just I'm looking at all the hands in the back, so it does feel like there are energies, whether it be from spirit guides, the universe, or friends, families. I just feel like there are energies around this relationship that are rooting for it. I'm reminded again of in the beginning where I said hallelujah. I just feel somebody saying it's about time. And with this, my attention was drawn to this, like, it's about time for, look at this image. Spirit really focuses my attention. So like, it's all dark and cloudy right here, but then you can walk through and then there's color, and it reminds me of this card that's right here, so I just feel like either your current relationship or the relationship that you're going into just feels like it's more your speed, more supportive of who you are. Okay, well, anything else that you want to say? Let's pull one more of this and then I'll give you your final card. Anything else you want to say about this relationship? Oops. Three of Swords. And a Hangman. Okay. So I feel like this message is directed towards singles. Because I'm getting the energy of somebody who's like tired of waiting. We have the Hangman here. And we have Three of Swords. So I'm getting this energy of somebody who's tired of waiting. They're questioning. They're kind of sitting in the past, like, where is my person? They could also be ruminating on a past person that hasn't come around or a situation that hasn't worked out. But with the Three of Swords coming out with the Hangman, I just feel like somebody in particular is sitting in past energy that they won't let go. What do you want to say to this person, Spirit? I just heard like a grandfather clock, or it's like, y'all know what a grandfather clock is. Listen, Spirit says let it go. And there's a message. So I heard the grandfather clock, and the clocks signal time, right? And so we have the Hangman as the energy you're in of like, you could be ruminating, waiting, but it's like you're holding your own self up, because the Hangman in his time of waiting, he has a realization about himself. He becomes enlightened. And so, if you look at this Three of Swords, yes, this person is sitting in darkness, surrounded by their emotions, but there's also this light glowing next to their head in particular, right? So, I just feel like Spirit is communicating that if this is you in the state that you're in, that Spirit is like, we're ready when you're ready. And so with this card that came out, it's Urzuli Dontor, Etheric Chords 27. So this card is about, and look, she's holding a machete. So, I mean, you can kind of guess what it's about, right? But essentially, there's a message here about cutting cords, cutting connections. So I feel like some of you here are longing for the past. We did have Six of Cups. And we have Three of Swords here. So I feel like some of you are longing for the past and not really looking towards the new possibility of the future. So, you know, we've got this darkness here, and then we have this way that's open. But Spirit is like, you know, this is waiting for you whenever you're ready to walk through and walk in this energy that is you, that is naturally you. Anything else? For some of you, I feel like you're in a connection that, yeah, I picked up on this. I was saying that you're in a connection that didn't allow you to fully be yourself or be appreciated, but now I'm starting to pick up that some of you are like still in that energy. You're still in the energy of somebody not appreciating you and your qualities. So with this Devil coming up, I just feel like Spirit is waiting for you to take charge and really like speak up, stand up for yourself, be who you're intended to be, the Age of Light. Because once you, okay, Spirit is telling me to share this. So I'll share it real quick. When I was learning about boundaries or setting boundaries and stuff, one of my ancestors told me to treat or teach them how to treat you. Teach them how to treat you. Okay, so that message is coming through for you, where it's kind of like, teach this person how to treat you. And so just to kind of help you understand what that means, I was dating this one guy who like didn't open the door for me and stuff. He didn't treat me like with courtesy or, you know, those kinds of formalities. And so when we would go to the car, I would stop and I wouldn't get in until he opened the door for me. You know what I'm saying? And so you might be thinking, well, if you're dating somebody who doesn't do that, then why are you with them? Like, blah, 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 whatever. Some people might be saying that. But the reality is we're in these kinds of relationships, you know? So I'm looking back at this Empress of like, teach them how to treat you. What things do you want? How do you want your person to be? Once you start, now there's some people you can't, that are stubborn. They're not going to do what you want them to do or, you know, respect you in that way. But the whole point of the message is once you realize that you're worthy of certain treatment, then you move different. And then what happens? Because you feel like you're worthy and that you deserve more, then you start, your energy aligns with somebody who's going to treat you that way. So that's you saying to the universe, oh, okay, I'm ready. I don't want this type of person. I don't feel like I'm worth this right here. I'm ready to step it up. Okay, so damn y'all. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all one last card. Okay, this is the self-care deck. Damn, these messages be hitting. Okay, here we go. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Okay? All right, y'all, that was your reading. Good luck on your journey. Thank you for tuning in.